Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back. This is our cozy and realistic no-mod series where we play as General of the Minutemen, working to rebuild the Commonwealth one settlement at a time. And today we are continuing our build here at Egret Tours Marina. Now, you'll notice my camera is off today. That is because we have put down a ton of stuff in this settlement. I've also lowered the graphics quality just because the game keeps lagging, so I thought it might be less distracting if you didn't have laggy video in the corner. But let me know what you think. Hopefully we'll wrap up here soon and then start at a new location with a fresh build limit and not experience those lags. But we can pick up where we left off last time with the clothing shop. Here is the structure that we worked on, and it's just so beautiful. I think it came together so nicely, and I really love that we did it with the floor being the natural sort of floor of this dock, just because it looks so good. Oh, Preston's right here. It's so good. It's so smooth. The parts of the settlement that already exist, like the boat, just feed into this so well. And look at this little loft that we have up here. I love it. I'm so excited to start fleshing this out. Let's get right into build mode here. And I know that we're going to want a store, so let's use that sort of as our pinpoint center point here. Clothing. Do we have room for a big shop? That seems too big, right? Especially with the pillar that's supporting the loft. Because I think a cellar would stand right behind this part. Yeah, I think that's too big. I don't think there's a way around that. I think we gotta go this one. We could do this. We don't usually do this. Oh, hold on. I was gonna say we don't usually do this because it doesn't look good, but that actually looks really cool in that spot. I know it's red. I know. But maybe we could find a way to position it in there because that's really cool. This is underwhelming now compared to that other thing. We could make this work. We could absolutely make this work, and I think we could pillar glitch in like a sign or something over the word clothing. We could make this work and make this look absolutely beautiful. But it has so much character to it. Can we pillar glitch stores? I think so. But just for the sake of trying, what would it look like to pillar glitch this? Oh, wait. I can't tell if this is working or not. It does not seem to be. We've noticed that the pillar glitch works better when the pillar starts slightly sunken into the ground. So let's find a little bit of dirt so we can set this up properly. Wow, I did not expect to like this. That's the joy, though. We're so many episodes into this series, and I'm still discovering things that I didn't expect to like, that I love. Oh, that's not going to be able to sink into the ground because, you know, this isn't ground. So let's look for our, not in structures, in resources, garden plot, just to be able to sink that a little better. We'll come back here and grab that. And this might not work, but that's okay. Okay, that is good and sinkable. Ready, and in theory, it should sink into this. Okay. This is not going how I wanted it to go, because I can't tell. I can't tell how far forward we are. Okay, that's like about where we want it to be, but it's still red. If I move this further into the garden plot, we get a little bit of dip here, but then I think it's as soon as the pillar actually intersects with the boardwalk again, or the dock, it no longer works. That's interesting. Let's try something else. We've got a few tricks up our sleeve now. You know, somebody commented that it would be pretty cool to go back and do or redo some of the earlier settlement builds we did. Because when I first started this series, I mean, it was so long ago, but I really didn't have a grasp on things like pillar glitches or rug glitches or the Wi-Fi glitch. What am I looking for here? Conduit. Let's just stack these up. Grab them and try and get some distance between us and the shop. That could always help. Yeah. Here we go. This is good. This is good, I think. I can't really see and I can't tilt the camera up, so I hope that we've got enough space in here, but we're gonna find out. That looks really good. I'm surprised by how much I like that. I know the top part is cut off, but I think that's okay. I like that a lot. Do we want lighting in here? I think maybe. It could be cool. We could probably set up a generator out here without too much trouble. I don't think we even need the Wi-Fi glitch because the building is a solid size and we've got a place to sort of hide away the generator, though I might need to climb up and over. I hope that wherever you are right now, you're taking care of yourself. I know things in the real world are not great and feel very scary, and I like keeping this channel as sort of an escape for that, in a way that we can roleplay just something kind and helpful and calm. But know that I care, and I hope you're treating yourself with kindness and getting the rest you need to keep fighting the good fight, as we all are and trying to do. I can't get back up on this rock. There we go. Okay, that should be enough to give us light in here. Maybe all the way here? Yeah. Okay. Does that feel good? That actually feels really good. Oh, it looks cool too. Oh, I did not mean to open the console, but you can see that's how we turn on God mode to get all of our building materials. That's what I was trying to do. That looks awesome with the light from inside. This is super cool. I'm wondering if we should have pulled this a little more forward to not cut off that sign, but I don't mind it. I think we've got enough room. All right, let's fill this with some other furniture too. Let's think through where this shop owner, or what this shop owner would need. You know I love doing a chair for them always. This time I'm thinking maybe like a stool, something to casually lean back on. All right, I'm using this stool to sort of make sure it's facing forward. And then we'll just do like a basic stool. That, so they can kind of, you know, lean their butt back against it, but be ready to face out for any customers. And we're gonna want storage because I think they would want some things on hand to be able to sell without needing to go upstairs or outside or too far from where they are, which I was looking in containers, but I actually think a bookshelf, this bookshelf has such a lovely thin profile that we can squeeze it up against this wall without taking up any room in their walking path here. You know, they can have some clothes here. Yeah, that's really nice. But then that puts some blank space to the side of it, which might be a really good place for a safe. I think there's a floor safe in here. Yeah, just like this. Which would sort of make sense because, you know, the floor goes right down into the dirt. That's what we were intersecting with, but it's still easy enough to walk over that I don't think it would block them too much. I wish I could press it further back. Maybe it makes more sense over here. Like that. And then we pulled this out. Maybe this goes more like this way. Okay, so there's our stool. Let me turn on our Pip-Boy. Pip-Boy light. I did figure out how to make the Pip-Boy light yellow again. Last time I changed the UI color from green to yellow, which we don't want. We want the like Pip-Boy to be this sort of lovely light yellow, because that's what makes our Pip-Boy light yellow. Okay, they've got a safe, they've got a chair. I want something else in this corner. I'm just not quite sure what. Is it a table? Like a tiny little table like this? I I don't think so. Is it a miscellaneous? Maybe. I don't think so either, though. I don't think it's a sink. I don't think they really have a need for that. Is it more shelves? It could be more shelves. I mean, this is their store. We could do the two bookshelves sort of side by side. Move the stool back here just to be out of the way. And then just scrunch this second bookcase like that. I don't like how samey it is. Maybe this is better for that first shelf. Can I reach through it and store the other one? Yes, I can. Just because I like that now we have one that's metal and one that's wood that adds some texture variety. The stool I'm liking less and less because I want something with padding. Is it the airplane seat? I hate how much I like the airplane seat. It's grown on me since we first started this. You know what? I like this. It's compact, but it looks comfy, and I feel like whoever's working here would have a really good sense of upholstery. There we go. I think that gives them enough room that their feet wouldn't be intersecting with the safe, but they can sit and take a break there while still working at the store. Okay, and we can load these up with, you know, clothing items. And then under the stairs, we can always take advantage of under the stairs. If we can stop jumping to it. Can I move the floor out of the way and replace it later? Yeah, it looks like I'll be able to replace the floor pretty easily. So that makes it possible. There we go. For us to put... Do we want a cabinet down here? Or a desk? Desk could work. But then we'd probably need another chair here. Dresser could be good, but I'm picturing dresser as more out here because it's more where customers can browse. I think these areas, this area back here that's more for shopkeeper only is more for the inventory that's a little more restricted. That in mind, a filing cabinet could be nice, metal box could be nice, steamer trunk could be nice. I love using suitcases in builds like this because it adds so much and it really feels like it would be full of clothes. Can't tell where it's going green. Is that too far over the edge? It's a little over the edge. I would love if we could get it a little more centered. Oh, I moved. It went green and I thought I clicked, but I didn't. If we can't get it in here, I am willing to pillar glitch it. Because with a pillar glitch, we could even put it on like the middle shelf, which would be great. Let's go back to that first sort of counter thing. I liked that. Or cabinet, yeah. I just want to pull it out enough that the drawer can open without bumping into this. And then I think we're good to put this floor back in place. And let's pillar glitch this. Oh, I didn't realize how dark it was getting already. We'll be able to put this back in place, no problem. What we want is a pillar. And I know it's dark already, so maybe we just put a sleeping bag up in the loft and wait till morning. Oh, I should have moved the whole bookcase to be over dirt so we could position better. Wow, we are already in that yellow size limit. I knew we'd hit it. That's all right. Maybe even the lowest shelf. I think that looks nice. Yeah, that looks really nice. Is it too far off the back though? I think we can position this around it now that we have it at the right height. Now if we group select the whole thing. Oh, that's wonderful. Look at how those come together. That's so lovely. Oh, that's wonderful. As soon as I put it down though, I know this seems silly. I know this seems like a nitpick, but you see how now the handle of the cabinet and the handle of the suitcase are at the same layer? This should be on the third shelf. It should. I know that's silly, but it should. I think think it'll just look better to have some variety in color and texture at different visual heights. And that's so silly, I know it. But I think it's that level of detail that makes the spaces feel visually rich. What did I say? Third shelf? We might need a taller pillar. Or to sink this pillar a little more. I love the cicada sounds in this location. I'm gonna miss those. Oh, that's good. Group select. There we are. Oh, yeah. That's better. I can't get this to rotate the amount that I need it. There we go. Oh, see? That, because this is a slightly lighter color, and this is a slightly desaturated color compared to the wood around it. That's nice. That's really nice. And the sort of yellow canvas of this ties in with the yellow upholstery of this. Oh, look at us. We are interior designers. And we're going to put a little more thought into this loft up here. But let's just put down a bed. I know I said sleeping bag, but now that we're up here, I think we can just give her the bed that we would like to give her. A mattress could be nice. You know, the thing with mattresses is if they're just on the floor, they're going to get mold under them. That's a real world thing, not a game thing. Don't worry about it. We're taking this seriously. But up here, because the floor is this like wire, you wouldn't get mold under this mattress. So that could be really great. It could be a cool opportunity to use that, because this, I'm looking at these beds now and I feel like the feet would slip through because we're on that metal floor. All right, I've convinced myself that this mattress is the way to go. And let's sleep here till morning so we can get some of that sunlight in. I'm glad we have lighting. I do think the generator is going to help us out here. Was that not morning enough? What time is it? Oh, I guess that's not morning yet. But we can wait for the sun to rise. In fact, while we're up here, let's sort of flesh out this space a little more. I think she would have a bunch of containers downstairs, so I don't need to worry about more containers upstairs. But it's the personal effects that I think you'd want to have out of reach of your customers. So we can do a shelf. I kind of like the idea of the shelf being on this side, because on this side we could do something else, because we do have a little bit of space on the floor, like maybe a table. Or again, a table's going to have the same issue with the feet sort of poking down through the metal crate. So maybe instead of a proper table, we use a different kind of container as a table up here. Like a file cabinet. A file cabinet would work as a table. These cabinets have a flatter bottom, so I think that would work as a table. I think this would actually work pretty well. We could rotate the mattress. That goes there. This comes around maybe just like that. And then this becomes more of a end table nightstand. Just shift that over as much as I can. There we go. I really expected to be able to get that more against the wall. I guess that's good. Yeah, that is nice. Alright, now let's come in decorations. Ooh, we are going to want to do mannequins down here. So let's just pop them down before we forget or run out of space. Floor coverings. Ooh, we might want to do a rug, but I think the rug can work down here. Again, because I think this person is such a skilled textile artist. Ooh, are there anything in these posters? Let's scroll to the ones that are more flat. I know these have a light, though. I wonder if that'll change my mind on how much I... Whoop! We're falling right to the ground. How much I like them. Sorry, this is jumping around like crazy. I don't know why it doesn't want to go on the wall. Come on. Just the wall. The wall where you go. We can do a Slocum's Joe. Alley bowling. I love the Nuka-Cola girl because it does feel like interesting costume design, so that's definitely a player here. Although maybe her main interest isn't costume design. Maybe she's a big fan of like old-timey mystery radio. Maybe she listens to the Silver Shroud. I think I like the Silver Shroud. I think it gives her a little personality that's different while still being a neat costume piece. Oh, that's cool. The little light overhead does add a little warmth to the space. I like that. I don't think we need lettering here. She could use a clock though, because her shop is downstairs that you would want to know what time it is. Hey, do we think this actually tells time? I've never actually stopped to think about that. What time does that say? It's almost 9? 7:11 a.m.? No, I don't think that's the correct time at all. I'm not great at analog clocks, but I am pretty confident in saying that is not the current time that it is. I am just looking for, honestly, a flower vase? Ooh, I could do a desk fan. Or a picture frame. Honestly, any of these things. Let's do a picture frame. I have 16 of them. Oh, I forgot how to rotate this differently. There we go. Little somersault. Oh, close but no cigar. And not close at all, actually. I know there is rhyme and reason to how these axes spin, but I don't know what they are. I'm just gonna spin ourselves physically this time. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I think that's so lovely. Look, it's warm. It's cozy. She can set up the things she needs up here. Oh, I love that. That space is glitching out. When I don't move, it's okay, but as soon as I move, those pieces get weird. Alright, that's just haunted. She's just got a little ghost in her bedroom. And then she can use this for knickknacks and works in progress, whatever she wants. I think that's so lovely. Alright, let's come back down here. Hi, Preston. I imagine that she would have come in from a different settlement, from somewhere farther away, and just put down roots here, because it's such a good spot on a trade route, especially if she's able to put out enough cloth. Like if that's what she's sort of manufacturing with textile, I think she would absolutely be a pillar of this little trading hub, of our Minutemen network. I'm looking for the tannery hides, but I don't know where they are. Oh, there we go. Because these look like fabric to me. I'm just feeling out how much room we have. Is there anything here that makes sense? Or looks like it could make sense? Because we don't always have to use things for what they actually are. We're using the slot machine as a painting studio. I do love that this has a sewing machine. That is a big selling point for me. And I think it could fit against this wall. We are running out of space, so we do have to be a little conscious of that. Can this figure fit back here? I don't think so. And that's a little creepy because she'd be standing right in front of it. This would absolutely scare the bejesus out of you as you walk in, for sure. Doesn't mean I'm not going to put it there, though. I like the tannery hides. I do want those to be there. That guy was already in a good position. Do we want the mannequins outside? I don't think so. I think inside makes sense. I didn't realize this is like a live fire for the armory parts. But I think that's fine. That's good. Making leather actually takes a lot more processing than I realized. What sort of chair seems good for leather working? This one feels like it would catch on fire. Do we have a metal one? Yeah, that seems safest. There we go. Oh, I love that there's even the little foot pedal for the sewing parts. That's wonderful. Oh, that's so cool. Let's put some clothes on these guys. I wonder what I have. Athletic outfit? Oh, that could be good. Baseball uniform? That could also be good. It feels like showing off some techniques in a very cool way. We do have suits. Let's try on a suit as well. Since we're right next to the armor station, I do kind of feel like he should have some kind of armor. We're going to try a few things. Let's try a fancy suit and tie. I want to drop a ton of junk, but I recognize that the size limit is full. We already have so much lag in the settlement. We've already done like 5, 6. What part is this? I don't know. But it is pretty full here, is what I'm saying. Maybe some leather armor would make sense. Can I put that on somebody? Try. Okay, tan suit. Oh, you know what? I thought I wasn't gonna like it because it's like clean, but the tan looks so much like the tannery hide right next to it that it makes sense. So that's a top contender for me. Dirty trench coat. It brings that yellow in. I like that. It does feel like the work of a tailor showing off her work. Drifter outfit, not as much. I'm taking that one back. Ooh, fancy suit and tie. I want to use that at some point, but I think if we were doing a more like bougie elite clothing shop, this would make sense. But I think for this location, our story is more that she is churning out a bunch of leather and hides and armor, like not metal armor, but leather armor. I think would be a big, export from Egret Tours because we have the transportation for it. That I don't think it fits as well here, so I'm gonna take that back. We can show off the leather work. Oh, he can't wear the super mutant helmet. All right, good to know. I'm just taking my least favorite back. I didn't expect it. I like the tan suit, and I can't put armor over that, but I really like it. Is there a hat? Maybe a fedora that sort of works in the story more. Because I worry that keeping the clean suit now goes against what I just said, which is that this is more manufacturing than style. Maybe I have a dirty suit. I don't know what this looks like, but we're going to try it on too. Let's go to D for dirty. Dirty tan suit. Does that help? I thought I would like it more, but I think I like it less because I think that she would be a better seamstress than that. Dirty trench coat is still okay. I'm still okay with that as well. That's fun. That's Curious George right there. That's the man in the yellow hat. Should we keep that and call it a nod to Curious George? Hold on. That's kind of adorable. Let's zoom out. That to me says leatherwork. I really like that we have the leather. We've got a trench coat.
If it's all the same to you.
That's kind of nice. The prospector hat, I love that it's the same color as the trench coat, which is why I think I'm changing my mind to the trench coat from the faded tan suit. I think that's lovely. I know that cloth exists as junk. Oh, I don't want to drop too much junk because we're really hurting the build limit here, but maybe one cloth. Maybe a cotton yarn. And maybe if there was other apparel that just kind of looked cool. You know what? Maybe we still drop the tan suit, but we just position it somewhere else. Because we do have these spaces to fill up. Oh, it's really... I think that's nice. And we've got the cotton yarn. Let me try and figure out how to change the rotation axis again. There we go. And where did the cloth go? I know we dropped cloth as well, but I don't see it. Oh, I love that this is the same beige. I was really hoping it was gonna be. Because that looks like it was sewed out of the cloth. How wonderful. All right, what can we put on this armor rack? Do we want to go the same sort of approach? Do we want to show off the leather armor on this one? I love how the dresses look in the female variant. Courser uniform is such a good display of tailoring skill, but I do think it would scare the bejesus out of you if you walk in and there's a courser to your right before you process that it's, you know, not an actual person. Let's try greaser jacket and jeans. Let's try a gunner outfit. Why not? See, these laundered pieces I think look so lovely when we're showing off our tailor work. Let's try some military stuff too. I'm just handing over whatever I have here. Where does the bandana go when we put it on a mannequin? We're gonna find out. Western duster, Western outfit and chaps. Let's try. I really like when I treat Fallout 4 as a dress-up game. It's very fun for me. Let's try equipping that. It's okay. Yeah, that's not really doing anything for me. I like that. I always like the laundered dresses on them. And it kind of goes with the trench coat that we have on the other guy. This looks like something more a settler would be wearing. Nice hat, nice hat. Oh, I kind of really liked the patch suit. That seems like a really excellent display of tailoring. Red dress, I don't like as much. We're taking that one back. Oh, the bandana does go over the face. That's fun. The Western duster is nice. That kind of does a similar thing for us. This, I love this. It's something I would give to somebody in the settlement. We might have already put that on a settler, to be honest. I think the patched suit was my favorite. It looks sharp. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to try on a different hat. Yeah, not the wool one. Military cap looks sharp. Honestly, the old fisherman's hat, I know it doesn't seem like it would go with the patched suit just from the name, but looking at it, I think it really looks nice. Are there any other hats? Because maybe I do want a fedora. I'm gonna try on the goggles too. I hate that. Oh, the worn fedora is what I was looking for. That one's better. Yeah, let's put on the worn fedora. And we can take the other things back. Good to know that the bandana goes across the face. Oh, that is slick. That is so slick. I love that. Hi, Preston. This looks so good. Oh, I know we just put this kind of down here as we came in for storage, but I love it right here. I'll pull it a little closer to the door. And then maybe we just nestle in some seating. That's so lovely. Let me exit out of workshop mode so we can get a good view of everything that's going on here. This is wonderful. It's cozy but efficient. This is her workshop. She's got tannery going on. She's got a cozy little nook up here. Maybe we add some more tannery hide outside, because we do have some room here. Oh, this is just lovely. Do we want a sign? Sign on the door? We do have power, so we could do neon, but neon doesn't feel correct to me.
We gotta try this. Slot machine is the best.
Just some of these racks feel like you could use them for tanning hides. Maybe that's an empty one. Maybe this also is where some leather work might happen. Let me pull this out a bit farther. Yeah. I was gonna say we loaded up with full ones too, but I think I might be satisfied with just those two. Let's look at them just to say we did. Ooh, should we give her a dead plant on this side? No, I think the boat provides enough texture for us. I'm coming all the way over to the right. Ooh, that's good actually. Just kind of to the side. Oh, that's really good. That is fantastic. Let's look for a sign. Is there any existing sign? Because it's not tools, plumbing, or electrical. We could use the bathroom signs. Gosh, the shadows of the tree, that is where I can see the graphics quality the most. That pixel blocky movement, man, oh man. We could do just sail. Man, the drug sign is so good, and we really don't have plans for a clinic here. We don't want it to say caution. We want people to come in. We could do just clothing. And maybe we add a little flavor text like caps up front or something. Caps only. Maybe people are trying to trade, like barter, but she doesn't do barter. Maybe she's very strict. No pre-war money, no barter, caps only. She doesn't need to advertise. She's the best in the business. She doesn't even need a fancy name or anything. Her marketing is just her quality. I love that. Makes her seem a little... cocky is the wrong word. Elite, confident, curt. There we go. Clothing, caps only. No bartering. I don't also want to spell out no bartering just because our size limit is full. But I don't think she would barter. I think she's got a very keen sense on how much her work is worth, and she does not need to negotiate. There we go. Let's find her and assign her. What else? Also, oh, is that a red stag? Is that gonna like attack us? You see what I'm talking about? I'm fine leaving it alone if it's fine being left alone. Oh, you're right here. Yeah, look at her. She is creative and competent and skilled. And maybe people laughed at her when she first got here because she's got, you know, a funky taste in her own clothing and likes a lot of pre-war, very vintage pieces. But I think she proved herself and sort of worked up to this incredible reputation. Did she just teleport over? There we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, she's awesome. That's awesome. Wow, that's so lovely. Okay, what do we want to do with the very last of our build limit? And is this the last episode? I know we've got maybe 15 minutes left. Let's take a second to sort of recap. We have Phyllis here. We have the gallery. We have, that's one of our farmers. And another one of our farmers here in the art studio. We have our bartender here at the gallery. You can get coffee, you can get noodles. You know, I can save a lot of this for a full to it proper if this is our last episode. There's so much more space here, and I don't think we're going to be able to fill it. Let's scrap what we can scrap. We know that this is our power and water, and I don't think we need these things anymore. I think we're good on beds, so maybe this will get us a little farther in the build limit. How many can I scrap? Oh, I can scrap all of them. I can scrap all of them and we'll be perfect. Which might mean that Phyllis doesn't count as a settler, but she does need a bed. So that might mean she's not being counted, which is kind of a problem. It would feel better if we had a little defense over here by our water and power resources. So I'm gonna move this turret just up here in this rocky bit. Just because I think people would also enter from this way and this way if they're traveling by foot, but most of our traffic would be coming through on the water. Now we can scrap the rest of this setup. That got us a little wiggle room. I would love if we had unlimited processing power, which really just means if I build another gaming PC, this whole area could be neighborhood. We could put a bunch of houses down. This settlement footprint is just so good. Egret Tours Marina is a wonderful place to build. It offers so much, even with the parts that don't have flexibility, like this big boathouse and this pre-war building. You have a bunch of room over here to really flesh things out. Okay, we've got that warehouse. We've got the Egret Depot, which I love so much. I'm just making sure we've scrapped everything we can possibly scrap over here. We've got that steel. Can I scrap this power line? I don't think so. I wish we could, because I bet it is a fire hazard. What about on the other side of this? I know we did the sort of expansion for their bedroom. Can't scrap these trees. Oh, it looks so good. The boat looks so good. Let's do our guard barrack, because I know we want one. We put down a foundation for one. This is still our open question mark space. We do have things in here we could scrap. I bet we could pillar glitch in. I bet we could pillar glitch in a store over that part. I'm not sure we have a person we could assign to it. We already have food and drink inside the gallery. But this could be our little clinic. Do we think I could pillar glitch that into that? Is there anything in here? Let's scrap these things. Those look like bullets. Can I grab them? I can at least store them. Because I don't think we have clinic anywhere else here. And we have one extra person since we can't assign our artist in residence to actually work the slot machine. That's not an assignable thing. Oh, I love that there are hot plates here. Oh, maybe I don't store them. Maybe I just... Or maybe I don't scrap them. Maybe I store them because we do love reusing these things. Let's keep the vodka because it could be an antiseptic. Is that the word? Is that the right word? Like a sterilizing agent. I think you know what I'm talking about. We can scrap the radio. Just because we are running so low on space, I would rather store these things. You know, I just went very light on the junk we were dropping in the clothing shop, and I love the clothing shop, and I wish we could drop a bunch of junk. But I think maybe we just use our imagination for some of the junk and try not to break the game. And before you comment that I should drop a bunch of weapons and scrap them to make more room, I know that would make more room, but it wouldn't actually make the game more capable of rendering that many things. Okay. This refrigerator, it would be nice for refrigerated medicines, but I don't think we have any refrigerated medicines, so we are gonna scrap it. And then let's store this shelf and try and find something else to fit in this little spot. And actually, before I do that, let's make sure the clinic can slot in the way I'm thinking it can. I don't need prefab. I need this, and we're going to use some conduits to sort of stretch it out a little more. Stretch out our reach. See if this will work. I hope we're able to just go kind of right out the front door with it. Oh yeah, that does not look like it's gonna play well with a pillar glitch. That's unfortunate. Well, what else do we have? We have rug glitches at our disposal. I am just gonna spread this out a little bit. And I am going to try sinking the pillar. Those are our other two tricks when this doesn't work. Oh, that did it! Oh, how marvelous! Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't think that would work. I was ready to try some other stuff. Make sure the back is aligned. Oh my goodness, the whole thing is going to glitch in really seamlessly. Oh my goodness. Oh, that does that does look a little funky. Should we try again and just pull it back a little more? I bet we could. Okay, one more time. One more time. I don't know why it makes such a difference if the pillar starts as sunk or not, but it does. Alright, sink the post. It's crazy that this spot counts as dirt. I understand why it does. Just position that, position this, and this time we'll do a quick save. Preston's coming to help. No, he's not. Never mind. I said that, and he was like, no, I'm good. Okay, so we wanted the countertop to be just under the intersection, and just far enough back that we don't see the words. How's that? I'm gonna scream, that is so delightful. Because from the front, totally normal. But now we can have a settler here. We can even put some stim packs on this. That is the coolest thing. Oh my goodness. And since we took away the refrigerator, I wonder what else could go here that would fill that same slot. This is a little too wide. That's about the right width. This is also about the right width. Ooh, the filing cabinet. Oh, will this slot in here? Because a filing cabinet makes sense in a clinic, for sure. Is that enough against the back? I can't decide if I want to pillar it. Do you think I could grab a pillar and just do it from right here without having to go back outside? That got worse somehow. I don't know how. Uh-oh, I can't tell what we're intersecting. Are we in the ground, do you think? There, I would argue. There is in the ground. How's that? Oh, we're definitely, yeah, we're bumping back a little bit. But that just makes this transition a little smoother. We're not coming out the back of the wall or anything. Oh, that's so good. Look at that. This could be a great little clinic. Not like a full hospital, but just like an emergency walk-in, you know, if somebody on the boat got hurt or fell in the water or something. How big is this gap? Like a 2-seat? Oh, I'm trying to break my habit of the airplane seat. I love the airplane seat. I don't know why. That's a little too wide. This couch is sometimes a great option for us, but I think it's, again, just a little too wide. We could do a patio chair. I would love if we could do 2 things, though. We could do 2 benches. Could we do a diner bench? Diner bench is a little too wide. Sorry, I'm trying to get these things so they don't clip outside. Let's do a chair and a bench. Red chair. Am I holding on to something? Yes. I'm just trying to use something to position how the bench is. There we go. Just a place for 2 people to sit. Oh, and I won't be able to go as crazy with junk as I would love to in here, but I think you can imagine it. Like stim packs on every shelf. And I think because this is a little clinic, maybe a little plant. A little plant could be comforting here. Oh, I love this. I didn't think I would love this, but my goodness, do I. Isn't it fun how we can start with a pre-war building like this that we have no idea what to do with, and flesh it out into something so wonderful. I just want a little color up here, so I'm thinking, yeah, like a buoy or something. Oh, that's so magnificent. Yeah, wow. Let's assign somebody to that. The signage on this is already so good. I don't really want to cover it up. But we could spend a little more time doing a little more polish there. I'm also realizing that this probably won't be our last episode then, because we got still the guard tower to do. See, I think we need 1 extra bed, because one of these is Phyllis's and one of them is a guest bed. You're not assigned anywhere. Oh, it's because there's nothing to assign you to. Wait, hold on. You're assigned to scavenging because you're in the boat. Hans, that was Hans who wasn't assigned to anything. See, I love these airplane seats. Hans lives here, and we know he works the chemistry station and manufacturing, but that doesn't give him anything assignable. So maybe Hans is the one who's in the clinic because he is synthesizing the chems, and when he's not just maintaining or synthesizing, maybe he just kind of works there as like first aid emergency, you know? Here, come with me. Because this wouldn't need to be staffed all the time, and he would be the one stocking it. Oh, this is marvelous. Oh, that's so lovely. I'm so happy. The clothing shop turned out fantastic. This turned out so cute. I thought it was going to be a little throwaway, but how marvelous. We've got such good stuff going on here. Now, I know we're at the end of this episode. We do have, I would say, like 10% of that build limit left, which is more than I thought we would because we scrapped the Don't Be Mad at Us setup and everything. He's stuck getting to his new job. We have room here. I know we do. But we also have this foundation we set down for a guard barrack up here. Oh, are you going to attack? Yeah, so you know what? I'm just going to back out of that. I'm just going to back out of that. We're going to wrap up the episode here. And I think we'll have to be back here next week. Yep, nobody attacked that thing. We are good. Nobody worry about it. Preston, come here and chill out. Thank you so much for joining me today, the General of the Minutemen, as we work together to make the Commonwealth safer, one settlement at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. And if you didn't, give me a thumbs down and let me know what I could have done better. I love reading the comments. That's my favorite part of every week because you guys are just the best. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. I'll mark the location on your map.